Hi, Mystic. I've never really responded to any of your videos, but I was just looking around and something told me to click on your page, so I guess I'm supposed to respond to your video. Enough of my goofiness, though. I wanted to, from a straight person's point of view, try to explain to you why I had such a hard time being accepting of gay people and why I have such a hard time grasping the concept and how I feel about it. I'm personally not a homophobe. I'm personally not a gay basher or a gay hater or anything like that. Personally, I have a gay relative. I'm not going to say who it is, but I have a gay relative. She actually is married, and her marriage isn't legal because she's in the state of Texas, but she's married, and she's part of the reason why I have such a hard time accepting it. But here's my thing, is when I was growing up, and I'm sure that a lot of the people that have kids that are getting upset about having neighbors that are gay are probably feeling the same way. When I was brought up to understand that relationships were friends, family, and that marriage and boyfriend, or that, relationships as in a romantic sense were a male and a female. And it wasn't that I was taught that, it was that that's what I understood, because that's what I saw. Because being from Texas, you don't see a lot of gay people in Texas. Because I don't know why people are racist and gay haters in Texas. But it's not that I grew up being taught that, it's that I understood that from what I saw from a hands-on experience. Now, where I got my problem was when I grew up and I understood what it was. Now, I am all for science, and I understand that it is you're born that way. And I also understand that people who are not born that way can choose to be that way. It's hard for me to attach myself to this kind of subject because I don't want to offend anyone. But here's I have notes I'm going over, by the way. I understand why people that are gay want to have rights, because women have rights, men have rights, male and female couples have rights. And I understand where you're not getting what you deserve as far as rights, like not being able to file taxes together, not being able, if you get a divorce, the person who has their name on the contract is the person who gets all the stuff. It's not fair. And, you want to have the same rights as far as what we have. And, being in the military and stuff like that. I understand that. I understand it. Really, I do. Now, it's not to say that I don't agree. It's not that I don't agree with being married. It's the way people present themselves when they are gay and they're asking for rights. They're not presenting themselves with a justifiable cause. When people are out there in the gay pride rallies and stuff like that, they're not saying we want rights because we want to be equal to other married couples. They're saying we want rights because what was the one? Because our love should be equal to their love. They're not pointing out a presentable cause. If I'm going to go and I'm going to go fight for something, I'm going to use the best reason available. And now I know that you guys are fighting because you love each other and you want to have that. But telling someone who's in a powerful position, I want this because I love this person, they're not going to take you seriously, because love and fear and all this other stuff, they don't take emotions seriously. They don't. They take plainness seriously. Now, my thing with the gays, the people, I can't talk about this, I feel so bad saying it like that, but my thing is, a lot of the gay people that I have met over the years have been genuinely calm people, and I never would have thought them to be gay. First person I ever met was a friend in junior high. First day I met her, first day I was a new kid at school, walks up to me, don't even know this person, and says, "Hi, my name's so-and-so." "Hi, I'm Amber, what's up?" And she's like, "You're new in school, huh?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Well, I want to be your friend." And I was like, "Okay." She goes, "But I need to be honest with you before I become your friend." Okay, so I'm expecting her to tell me something really crazy, because I'm from Texas and I've never heard of this. First time I've ever heard of this. And she says, "I'm bisexual." And, I was like, "What does that mean?" She's like, "I like men and women." I was kind of shocked. I didn't really understand. But I was like, well, I appreciate you telling me that, to be that honest to someone you barely even know. I respect that. I have known this person for about 8.5 years, and I have the utmost respect for her because she was honest with me. Now, the thing I have a problem with is when I know it's a personal choice, but when someone hides it from you, when you're not proud of who you are enough to be honest with someone you want to be friends with or have a relationship with, then that's where I have the problem. I have a problem with the people who talk about the coming out of the closet. You shouldn't have to come out of the closet. You should be honest with yourself and who you are and with people. That's my problem, number one. Number two, this is probably going to be a two-part video. I hope not. But the inappropriateness. Now, I know there are some very inappropriate straight people. But you were talking about the gay pride parades with the assless chaps and stuff like that. That's where I have a problem. I'm all about standing up for who you are and what you believe in. But when you're walking down the road in assless chaps and Speedos and stuff like that, I find it very unappealing as a parent for my child to see something like that. Now, obviously, I'm not going to take my child to a gay pride parade, but just saying, if you're actually in that kind of a situation and your child actually sees something like that, it's very hard to describe it as something that is to be proud of as that kind of person. You know what I mean? It's very hard to describe it to a child and help them understand what is going on when you have a 6-foot tall, 185-pound man walking around in assless chaps with his crotch hanging out. That's where I have a problem. Second problem is all throughout life there have been segregation between male and female sex. Male and female bathrooms, male and female locker rooms, male and female gyms, stuff like that. Male and female schools. Here's my problem. To segregate gays and straights bathrooms would be disrespectful and borderline, just discrimination. But personally, I'm not a homophobe, but personally, I don't want to go into a locker room with a bunch of female women who are attracted to same sex, opposite sex, both sexes, that are eyeballing me. Do you see what I mean? It's like when you walk into a bar, you're fresh meat. And I say that like I know there are already gay people there that are already, just not open about it. And I know there's always a chance, that they are. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just feel uncomfortable because it eliminates that safety you feel around being around sisters. Because I know that a lot of the gay people I've met are very respectful about their body and other people's bodies and stuff like that. And it just, and this is going to be a two-parter, I'm sorry, it upsets me to be in that situation because I feel uncomfortable. Now, hold on, I'm going to go ahead and put this one, and then I'm going to put a second response. So I apologize. I really want to talk about it, though.